Well, his debut cookbook, In the Kitchen with David, Comfort Foods That Take You Home. Well, it was an instant bestseller. Now QVC's resident foodie is back with his highly anticipated new cookbook, which goes on sale today. Joining us now, the one and only David Venable. All right, David, right off the bat, what's the name of your book?
Hey, Gary, thank you so much. The new book is called Back Around the Table, and as I began to think about what the second book would be about, it was all about a continuation of my love affair with comfort food. But I realized there were more comfort food stories to tell and some opportunities to really take some classic dishes and give them a new and interesting spin. So you'll find 10 chapters in the book. I like to call them 10 mini cookbooks because every single chapter could stand on its own. I find comfort in just about every season of the year and in every category. So we're going to celebrate all of those with over 140 recipes in the book.
Well, I got to tell you, David, when I saw the very first one, I thought, oh my goodness, is David going to be in the studio? And you're not. But it was red velvet milkshake. Now, there may not be a better food in the whole world for comfort anyway than red velvet in a cake, but to turn that into a milkshake, that's just crazy.
Well, you know what? It's like liquid red velvet cake. But I thought if red velvet cake has cream cheese frosting, how am I going to incorporate the cream cheese into this? Well, I'll blend it in with the ice cream. So when you blend room temperature cream cheese in with the ice cream, the whole milk, and a few other secret ingredients, you come away with a rich, thick, liquid red velvet cake. Top it with some fresh whipped topping, and that is a real treat for kids of all ages. Now, if you love sweets, Gary,
you've got...
come on, check out my cheesecake. This is probably the best cheesecake you're ever going to eat in your lifetime if you love Snicker bars. I basically deconstructed a Snicker bar and built it into a cheesecake. Now start with the chocolate cookie crust, a layer of crushed Snickers, then a marbled vanilla and chocolate cheesecake, fresh whipped topping, caramel sauce, chocolate sauce, and chopped Snicker bars. The only warning I'll give you, don't be shy because you're going to want to lick the plate when you get finished with this slice. It's that good.
I want to go lick the television monitor right here. That thing looks absolutely delicious. I want to figure out if there's a way you can mail me one of those, too. Hey, we've got so many other different recipes in here, like the beef pot pies, but I want to hear about this one, the skinny fried chicken. What's that all about?
Well, I'm glad you asked because you know what? People are saying, David, can I eat this way every day? And the reality is probably most of us won't eat this way every single night, but they still love the great flavors of comfort. So I did a whole chapter called Light and Bright, and every recipe in that chapter is comfort food made lighter, like my skinny fried chicken. Now, I marinate this in buttermilk, and buttermilk is actually lower in fat than whole milk. It also has great tang and flavor. So you add a little hot sauce to that and some herbs and spices. Let that marinate, and then coat these in cornflakes. I then put it on a baking rack that sits a bit above the baking sheet, so air travels all around it, almost like convection cooking. So you end up with a wonderful crispy piece of chicken with a great flavor on the inside. It's my skinny fried chicken without ever having to use any grease or oil.
Oh, David, hey, thank you so much. The recipes can all be found in this book, and it will be delicious. Thanks a lot, David.